Okay, looking at CAD Swiss here. So very bearish, just like all the other Swiss pairs. Price is way below this moving average, but I mean, it's been pretty flat since even, early August. It's almost 2 months, or I guess a month. It's been, just completely flat, and has been pushing up on this 65.5 zone here that I have marked out. So this is my monthly range. I do think it's going to break lower and end up at roughly 62.75 to end the month, which is its normal monthly range. But as of Friday's close here, you can see bullish engulfing candle right into this zone. It's pushing up higher and higher. So you can see as of this segment of price here, it has created higher highs and higher lows. So it is somewhat temporarily bullish. So and if you break it down on this 4-hour time frame, you can actually see it even clearer. So higher highs, higher lows, setting up prices above this 4-hour moving average. So I do think that there's a little bit of bullish momentum behind it. I mean, it's really not much. As you can see, it's still flat, but not looking to short this yet, but let it do its thing. And what I would do, I mean, this is our main level that we need to be broken. So 64.84-ish needs to be broken. You can see it's been respected so many times, and if you drag this across, you can see other wicks have touched it. If you drag it even further across, you can see it was respected back here in May. So I mean, this level is huge. It needs to be broken, and I think it will, all in good time. So what we're looking for here, what I'm looking for to possibly enter a short position, is I need price to break this level for a few reasons. So I'll mark it out here. So so a couple things. So if price breaks below this level, that gives us a new lower low and a new lower high, most likely to follow. So that's good. So that's check one. Check two, it'll be below this 4-hour moving average, so that's good. That's check two. You can see price at one point respected this area. I mean, as of right now, it still has respected it, but when price came down with this candle here, came back up, retested this zone, broke lower, and then came back up, and with this candle here, tested a little bit and then broke it, and then came back down. You can see, and it's held, and then came up, came back down, it's held again. So this area is significant, right above 65.10 is significant on this 4-hour chart. So that's what I'm looking to have broken, and then upon that breaking, that would tell me that price has possibly resumed its downside momentum. Especially, you can see, because with these previous candles, you can see bullish momentum. So you can see the upward trend trying to continue. Don't think it will, but recently, this as of September, it has. So if price breaks below this little zone here, that would be significant. That means it took out all these bottoms here, and that means the the 4-hour higher high, higher low structure we see here has completely been annihilated, which would tell me that it wants to head down. And then so that is as far as a possible entry and setup, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to target the full monthly range, just like I do with every other pair. So right now, I mean, you might get a double-digit risk to reward here, eventually, but you got to wait for these zones to be broken. And then obviously, I mean, this is the ultimate zone that we need to be broken. So as far as price coming down, there's a couple options here. So entering based on what I went over here with this little zone here, this 4-hour time frame, the bottom here, having this broken and retested, this would be your possible entry here, something like this. And then obviously you just wait for a liquidity zone to be to be created, and then you can set your stop above it. So I mean, that's all that you need to wait to set up before you can even set your stops or anything, or consider a full entry with take profits and stop losses. But this is the main area that needs to be broken. So as far as like the most probable trade that you could take would literally just be something like this. Let this zone be broken, let price find its new liquidity area. This one that I went over up here is kind of more aggressive, and so it's good to, I'm glad I drew that out, but I probably wouldn't even take that, just because I could wait longer and get a better, a more probable trade. So for example, like if we went off this zone here, price breaking this zone and entering, then it's just not as significant, right? Like we don't know, this zone is very small and very recent, so we don't know how heavy it is. versus, you know, this zone, which is massive, and we know through history it's really respected this area. So odds are if it breaks this area, I mean, it's headed down. So you know, as far as like even this basic setup here, price just breaking this zone, and then we set our stop at the top of this zone, which isn't even, as price breaks, as price comes lower here, I'll delete this for now so I don't confuse you guys. As price comes down from here, it's most likely it's not going to break this zone in one go. What's going to happen is it's going to push this zone, let's say it gets to like here, and then so it'll reduce this zone down to here, and then it'll retest or pull up, I guess, and probably create a new liquidity zone like around here kind of thing. So that'll be your new high. Right now this is our high liquidity zone, and it'll create a new one right around here, let's say, and then enter lower, you know, something like this. Obviously timelines, you know, are not accurate. Like I don't know how long this will take to play out, but and then eventually it's going to break this zone. Once the zone is smaller, it's not going to usually, it most likely won't break it in one go because it's so thick and so significant here. But delete these for now. So, you know, but once price breaks this zone, and then if it creates a, like I said, it's probably going to push it first, which will create a smaller one. So then we can actually reduce our stop loss even as well. So not only do we get the more probable position in the sense that price is breaking this really significant zone here, but you know, we get a better risk to reward because it's created a new liquidity area, let's say, you know, just above this zone, that we can use as protection. And then, you know, then you still get your massive risk to reward. You enter your position based on momentum. So as price comes down, breaks this zone, you have that downwards momentum to favor you. So you're probably not going to sit in this trade long, and this might take an entire, you know, week or two. So it might be something like this, you know, it might be the end of the month. So once price breaks this zone and it's straight down, like you can see, there's not much here holding this. I believe this is all-time lows. So yeah, so once this gets broken, and I mean there is significant wicks here, but you can see price has pushed lower and lower. So I do think once this breaks, it's going to head all the way down, and it'll do it probably relatively quickly because there's nothing to really stop it as far as we know right now. So that's what I'm waiting for. I mean, this zone's super significant, so if you wait for that to be broken, and if you're just patient, you know, patience pays. So be patient, let this zone break, set your stop at the new liquidity area. And I mean, I'll go over this in the next couple weeks as this sets up even better, but and I'll keep you guys updated on this, especially if you tell me in the comments that it's something you want to see. But I do see this being a really big play, so, and super profitable. So yeah, we'll wait for the price to break this zone. That's my best take on it. And then yeah, it might take a couple weeks, but we got time. It's all good. Let it do its thing. It's summer is over, so you're beginning, you know, fall and winter trading, which usually there's a lot more liquidity in the market, so this might actually move quicker than normal. So let price break this zone, we'll look for that retest, we'll let all the liquidity areas set up, and then we'll plan our entry and our exits accordingly. And I'm still going to target this full monthly range. This is, you know, the end of the month here, October 2nd, which is the Monday. But yeah, that's my take on CAD Swiss. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.